Hello there, I'm Ray from IW Marks, and I have a special visitor today, Mr. Jordan Roberts, the watch writer.
The watch writer, yes sir.
So super excited to have him in the store. And we're just introducing some kind of new collections to the Houston watch community, and wanted to get an expert opinion on what he thought of them, share some of my thoughts on them, and just have some fun playing with new watches, because that's what we're all into. Right?
Yeah, there's nothing better.
I know. So the first ones that we have, why don't you tell us a little bit about them, Jordan?
So we've got an Italian watch, U-boat, which is kind of like somewhat of a dive watch. It's something pretty unique in that it's oil filled, which isn't something you see every day. Man, it's just gorgeous. I don't know if you can kind of see it, but it's in two sizes here. What is it, 44 and 40?
Yes, 40, 44, and then this one's 40 millimeters.
Right, okay. But gosh, I mean, it's a very simple dial, but it's kind of a curved dial, and this one is actually tinted. I think you said it's a red tint, white dial, right?
Right, it's actually the crystal on this, they've grown it to be a red sapphire.
Okay.
Or as a lot of us jewelry people would say, a ruby.
Right.
Right, and which I personally have never seen on a watch before. I just thought it was so cool to have a red crystal. And the dial itself is not colorful, but that crystal just adds such a kind of cool, this is what they call their Darkmoon collection.
Okay.
Right, so it's meant to have a little intrigue to it.
Kind of, I get it.
I think it's kind of hunt for Red October.
Right, oh yeah, for sure, I get that for sure. Yeah, wow, okay. So it's, full liquid inside, but it's actually, what, carbon case, or is this titanium?
It's a PVD coated stainless steel case.
Okay, gotcha.
So, kind of not quite a diamond-like coating.
Fair enough.
Right, but similar.
Right.
And I like, one of the things that you notice when you look at this watch, one of the first things that tells you it's oil filled is this little bubble that floats around.
Right.
And so that really bugged me at first. I was like, why is there a bubble in this watch? And then we had to do a little research,
right,
thinking back on, some science classes here and there. And, when a watch is filled with air and you dive or you go up in altitude,
right,
then that air contracts or expands, but it's just going to leave the watch because it's just air.
Right.
Well, the same thing happens to oil. It's going to condense or it's going to expand. All right? This is not. But because it's filled, if it expands, it's going to explode the watch.
Oh.
And so that's actually a compensator bubble in there. The bubble gets smaller, the bigger the oil gets.
Interesting.
Because the air will compress.
Right.
The oil will not.
Right.
And so I thought, wow, that is the first time I've seen a functional bubble in a watch. Might be the first time I've seen a functional bubble anywhere.
Anywhere, yeah. I don't think you see functional bubbles, maybe on a level.
Oh, okay.
Maybe on a level,
Okay, you're right.
Aside from that, yes. But yeah, I'm just going to put this on.
Yeah.
And it's, wow.
And U-boat was one of the first watches to really come out with these oversized big watches. It was the first 50 millimeter watch I've ever seen was a U-boat.
Okay,
From 15 years ago. Now everybody's kind of on that big oversized watch.
Yeah,
right?
it's one of the trends. I think there's a trend that's going. Kind of watch industry is a little divided. Kind of some of them are going larger, some are going smaller. But the larger watches always kind of have a place in my heart. I have quite a few of them myself. I love the way they look sometimes. Obviously, sometimes you got to go smaller for comfort, things like that. But yeah, I mean, it just has a good presence. 44 is not too big, but it's definitely noticeable. That would be a conversation starter any day.
And I think any watch guy that sees you wearing that's what is that?
Yeah, right.
And then you get to have that fun conversation about watch.
Right.
This is what it is. This is what this is.
Yeah.
Functional bubble.
Yeah, functional bubble right there. Yeah.
So.
For sure, and it's a Swiss smooth movement, right?
So it's an Italian manufacturer with Swiss components.
Okay. Yeah.
So I don't know if legally that qualifies as a Swiss movement.
I don't know. On the back, I think it says Swiss.
But I know it's using Swiss components.
Swiss.
No, Swiss movement. Okay, it is Swiss movement. So they're just sourcing the movement.
Okay, gotcha.
And then the case and everything is done in Italian.
Wow. This is a fun watch for sure. Either of them. I've kind of been favoring this one, but
I like the red, the green.
Yeah.
I like the sunburst on that dial.
I was gonna say you get the sun ray dial kind of with the multiple tones, kind of depending on how the light's hitting it. A little more of a traditional kind of look in the dial as opposed to the kind of the dark red, but still has the functional bubbles, still all the same specs, just in a smaller size.
And they're all available in 44 or 40.
Okay, good deal.
So
Yeah, so whatever your size preference, you got you covered.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just a cool new addition, and only place that you can see it is right here at IW Marks.
Oh.